Hi everyone and welcome back. In today's video I'm going to be looking at the Upcrate subscription box and creating a spread in my art journal using the supplies from the box. The Upcrate box is an art supplies monthly subscription box. You get a set of mystery art supplies each month. This box was particularly interesting to me as it's a European based box. They ship all over the world and worldwide shipping for these boxes is free, so that was really great. But there are not many art supply boxes like this based in Europe, so I was really happy to try out Upcrate today. I also really love the pirate theme that they have, not to this particular box but just to their whole company in general. They really have some fun with the way that they word their website and everything. Just the pirate theming is just really fun, I thought. So the company did reach out to me and they asked if I wanted to try out one of their boxes, and so this is not a sponsored video today, but the box was sent to me for free. I just wanted to let everyone know that. Upcrate has also offered a 5% off coupon code for you all. It's in the video description box if you'd like to try out the box, along with a link to their website. So this is the December box. I know I'm a little bit late with this video. I actually received this box just before Christmas, but I was on holiday break and I've only just now started to work on videos again, so this video is a little bit late, and it's the first video of the new year, so Happy New Year everyone. The box comes with all the supplies wrapped up in tissue paper, and this month the focus was on water-based markers. There is also a featured artist every month, and this is a thing that a lot of art supply subscription boxes do, which I really like. They feature a different artist every month. Upcrate supplies a lovely print of their work, and there's also a little Q&A with the artist on the back of the print as well. There were also some sheets of paper in this box in black and white that you could use to test out your supplies on. The supplies in this box were 3 Artline brush markers in red, blue and pink, 8 Artline Decorite markers. These are for decorating card, glass, porcelain, metal and plastic. There was also a Faber Castell pencil, 2 Faber Castell metallic markers in gold and silver, and a Pitt artist Fineliner. Upcrate also often puts little gifts into their boxes, and this month's gift was this cute little reindeer pen. They provide a list and description of all the supplies. There were also a couple of stickers and a couple of cards that have information of the drawing challenge that they do on social media if you want to join in. There was a season's greetings card, and there was also a blank greetings card for you to decorate if you wanted to. That's everything that came in the box, and now I'm going to swatch all of the supplies out on both the white and the black paper. The pens themselves had a variety of different nibs. The Artline brush markers had a brush nib. They're the pens that look like Lego bricks. The other Artline markers had a variety of different nibs. There was a brush, a couple of bullet nibs, and one that had a chisel flat nib. All of the markers worked really well on the white paper. The brush markers were particularly vibrant. Not all of the pens showed up on the black paper, not all of them were designed to, but the metallics in particular were really great. They showed up wonderfully. I really liked the Faber Castell gold and silver pens that came with this box. 3 of the Decorite pens were metallic as well, and they all showed up on the black paper really nicely, and 2 of the non-metallic Decorite pens also showed up as well. Once I had finished all the swatching, I moved on to creating a spread in my art journal. I wanted to incorporate the black paper. I very rarely use black paper, so I thought it would be a fun challenge today, and I wanted to use as much as possible from the box itself. I decided to incorporate the black paper into my art journal as a background panel, and I drew a couple of patterns across the paper with the metallic pens. I'm just starting out by drawing circles and then decorating inside the larger circles. I used gold as the main colour for one page and then silver as the main colour for the other, and I also went in with the white pen as well to add some little dots and details into the circles. these Faber Castell metallic pens, as I mentioned before, worked really well. I'm generally not a big fan of glitter or metallic or neon, and I don't normally use supplies like that, which is one of the reasons that a mystery box like this is fun, because you can try out supplies that you might never think of buying. And I really liked these two pens in particular. They added a little shimmer to the paper in the project, but it wasn't too overwhelming, so they were kind of a perfect metallic pen for me. So once I had those two background panels finished, I moved on to drawing out a load of different objects with the pencil. There were a lot of different colours in this box, and because I wanted to use all of the supplies, I was afraid that the colours would end up clashing quite a lot, and I did want to have a cohesive looking page when I was finished. So I'm drawing out lots of flowers and leaves and some potion bottles. Generally, when I have a lot of different colours to work with, especially like this when the colours are really different and often clashing, I find that flowers and leaves are a really good theme to go with. I used the Pitt pen to outline everything as it was waterproof, and I'm going to be colouring everything in using a water brush later on. I really loved the Pitt pen. I've used Pitt pens before, I've always enjoyed using them, and using this one today reminded me of how much I used to enjoy using Pitt pens. And I actually haven't tried this particular one before, and once this has run out, I'm going to buy more of them. I just really enjoyed the Pitt pens. They're really lovely to use. The ink is waterproof, which makes them perfect for art journaling and mixed media. Hands down, it's my favourite supply from the box. It's nice for outlining and for writing, and I've been using it non-stop since I opened the box. Now let's move on to talking about the other Artline pens. I'm going to be using a water brush and the pens to colour in all the objects today. I've used this technique lots of times before. I have other videos on it. I also have a whole Skillshare class about painting with water-based markers. So if you want a more in-depth tutorial, you can check all those other videos out, and I'll leave them linked in the iCards. This painting technique works with any type of water-based marker that you have. So one thing that confused me at first with the supplies in this box was the colour selection. I've already mentioned that there were a lot of different colours and I didn't feel they went terribly well together. That's probably just me because I like to work with limited colour palettes. Anyway, colour preferences aside, there were duplicate colours in the box. There were 2 green Decorite pens and 2 brown ones, and there were also 2 reds. I don't know whether every box got the same colour selection, and the red and green are often holiday colours, and this is the December box, so the colours may have been chosen for that reason, but I wasn't sure why they were duplicate colours. However, when I used the pens, I realised that one green was much lighter and then one green was much darker, so you could create some shading and layers. This kind of colour difference was not noticeable at all from the outside of the pens. The barrel, the colour of the barrels of the pens are almost the exact same colour. One of them definitely does not accurately represent the colour of the pen. So that is something definitely to bear in mind if you're going to get these pens, is that definitely swatch them out. The colours are not always accurate at all. The 2 greens were also different types of pens. One was metallic and one was not. So having 2 of the same colour, even though they were different shades of that colour, actually really helped to show the differences between the pens. So in the end, I actually didn't mind that I had 2 greens and 2 browns and 2 reds in this box, because each of the colours were actually very different and they helped to highlight the differences between the metallic and the non-metallic markers. The Lego-like pens were fun. The ink was really vibrant and they performed really well. I personally didn't find the design very comfortable. After using these pens, I went and did a little bit of research, and on the Artline website, they actually sell little toys you can clip onto the pens, so the little toys fit into the holes, and I thought that was a really fun aspect of these pens. It's really cute, and by the design of the website and the design of the toys and just the way it was all marketed, I definitely feel that these pens are marketed more towards children than adults. So I think that they are really nice pens and the ink is high quality, but I wouldn't buy a whole set of them just because I really didn't find them comfortable to use for a long time. But they are fun, and I can definitely see why people, and children in particular, would like these. Plus the toy accessories are really cute. They have lots of different animals, and I can understand that you might collect the little toys and put them onto your pens. They're really fun, but they're definitely not a supply that I would perhaps invest in a whole set of. I liked the Artline Decorite pens as well. I don't think that I'm using them in this video to their full advantage, to be honest. They are multi-surface pens, so you can use them on glass and plastic and lots of other surfaces. So I would like to explore them a little bit more in the future and try them out on some other surfaces. But for the way I was using them today, they all worked really well. I was really pleased with the watercolour effects I was getting. This is a very quick way to colour. If you actually don't have much time and you need to colour lots of objects for a project, then this technique is pretty quick and it gives you shadows and highlights in one layer, so it can be very useful if you don't have too much time. Once I had finished colouring, I cut all the objects out, leaving a little white border around each one. I then brought over my art journal and cut the background panels up into two sections so I could make the background. I attached the papers down with double-sided tape. For the smaller rectangles, I flipped the paper over so that it would be just a plain black surface, and this was going to be where all the objects will sit, so I wanted the background to push them forward and to be just a plain little black strip of paper. So once the backgrounds are finished, I brought over the objects and just started to build up the two clusters, one on each page. I'm using 3D foam squares and just moving the objects around until I liked the arrangement. Generally, I placed the larger objects in front and then poked the smaller objects and the longer ones in particular behind them. Once the objects were in place, I cut a couple of little banners and wrote out the word wonder just to tie the page in with the theme of the box a bit. I enjoyed working with this box today, and I do personally feel that you need to be open to trying new things if you want to get one of these boxes. You will get supplies in some of your boxes that you may not like, and you'll also get things that you love and that you'll want to buy more of. You'll get a mixture of things in these sorts of boxes. If you're someone that wants to try new things and to experiment with different types of supplies, and if you're someone that likes the surprise mystery box product, then this box is a great option. Shipping is free worldwide, it's based in Europe, so if you live in Europe, then the import fees will be much better, or you may not get any at all. These boxes are not for everyone, but do check out Upcrate if you're interested. The boxes start at €22 a month, and there is a coupon code in the description box if you want to try it out. The final step for this page was to add in a few little details. I went in with the white pen. It wasn't terribly opaque, but I was able to bring forward a few subtle highlights, and there are times when I don't want a completely opaque highlight, so this pen is actually quite good if you don't want a completely opaque highlight but you'd like a semi-opaque or more of a subtle white highlight on something, then this pen works quite well for that. And that is my finished art journal page. It was fun to try out these different supplies, to use the black paper, which is definitely something I don't normally use, and to try and find a way to bring all these different colours together in a sort of somewhat cohesive spread, and I really liked how this turned out. I would like to revisit the Artline pens at some point in the future and try them out on different surfaces. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment down below. Have you tried Upcrate before? Have you tried any of these supplies? Let me know in the comments section. Thank you to the Upcrate crew for sending me along the box to try out. Thank you for watching and have a creative day.